Farewell to Manzanar is a memoir written by Jeanne Wakatsuki Houston in 1973. The book presents a first-person account of her life as a young girl living in the Manzanar Japanese-American concentration camp during World War II. This poignant memoir has been widely incorporated into school curricula across the United States and even inspired a film adaptation in 1976. Jeanne recounts her experiences as a 7-year-old, residing in Long Beach, California with her parents, Mama and Papa, and numerous siblings, before the outbreak of World War II and the bombing of Pearl Harbor. However, when the United States enters the war in 1941, her father is arrested on suspicion of espionage, and the family is forced to relocate to the remote Manzanar camp in inland California. Initially, Jeanne lives with her mother and siblings in the camp's barracks, anxiously waiting for her father's release from detainment. After almost a year, he returns to Manzanar, but the experience has profoundly changed him. Life in Manzanar proves to be harsh for Jeanne and her family. Her father's reliance on alcohol leads to abusive behavior, causing their family unity to deteriorate, while the overall conditions in the camp remain dismal. Frustration simmers among the camp inhabitants, leading to the December riot in 1942, although it is swiftly suppressed. Subsequently, the introduction of the loyalty oath becomes a point of division, as the incarcerated Japanese Americans are asked to pledge their loyalty to the U.S. government and their willingness to enlist. This requirement polarizes the once loyal community. As time passes, conditions at Manzanar gradually improve, and its inhabitants reluctantly begin to accept their new normal within the confines of the camp. Jeanne's life continues to evolve as she attends school and embraces new extracurricular activities introduced at the camp. She finds herself drawn to stereotypically American pursuits rather than traditional Japanese ones. Meanwhile, Mama takes on work responsibilities, and surprisingly, Papa discovers an interest in art. As the war progresses, changes abound in Jeanne's family. Her brother Woody enlists, and many of her siblings secure employment on the East Coast. Eventually, the war ends, and the government plans to close the camps. By 1945, numerous individuals have already left or made plans to do so. However, Papa decides that Jeanne, Mama, and her younger siblings should remain in the camp until its official closure. Returning to life outside of Manzanar proves to be a challenge for Jeanne and her family. Initially settling back in Southern California, Mama becomes the family's primary breadwinner while Papa faces difficulties in his entrepreneurial endeavors. Jeanne, on the other hand, grapples with the perception of being seen as a foreigner by her peers. Although she forms one close friendship during middle school, she becomes more isolated in high school. Everything changes when the family moves to Northern California, and Jeanne attends a new high school. To her surprise, her classmates crown her annual carnival queen, but she remains unsure if they truly understand her identity, an aspect she herself is still coming to terms with. In the years following her time at Manzanar, Jeanne realizes that she has carried feelings of shame connected to her internment experience. Nearly 3 decades later, she decides to return to the site of Manzanar with her husband and children. This visit becomes a pilgrimage of sorts for Jeanne, a chance to reconcile her past internment and bid a final farewell to that chapter of her life. Through this reflection, she can better understand the development of her identity and feelings of self-worth. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.